203E, so you can align with what we are doing today. Regenerative Finance, ReFi. Okay, so think of ReFi as a new way of using the blockchain to build economies that care for people and the planet. Traditional systems often focus on making money without worrying about the long-term effect on nature or communities. ReFi aims to change that by creating financial activities that give back more than they take, like planting trees instead of just cutting them down for profit. So basically what it's trying to say is this: if you are making money from something and you are damaging the environment, that means you're causing more harm than good. For instance, Shell, for instance, they are in the Niger Delta, they are taking our oils. Then at the end of the day, you hear about oil spillage, environment, they pollute the environment, but they're making money from it. That's degenerative. Now, in regenerative, that doesn't happen. You can make money and the environment is still okay. In fact, you're even adding more, more good to the environment. You're doing more good to the environment. What ReFi does is that ReFi try to, build like your plant trees and you're getting paid for planting trees. Have you see the difference? You plant a tree and I'll pay you for doing that, instead of cutting down the tree and getting money from it. Now, the other way around, you are now planting a tree and you're getting a reward with it. So that's what ReFi is just trying to explain a little bit further. Then, idea behind ReFi. The big idea behind ReFi is to solve global problems like climate change, loss of wildlife, and poverty by using regenerative practices. These practices create positive cycles, meaning that the more you participate, the better things become over time. ReFi is also about fairness and inclusion, diversity, equity, and inclusion, so that everyone gets a chance to participate in and benefit from these activities. So one of the problem of what ReFi is trying to solve is the issue of things like climate change, for instance. You all know what climate change is. I believe climate change, have any idea what climate change is? What of that word, climate change? What is it all about?
Climate change?
Yes.
Climate change. The things that we do that affects the well-being of the planet.
Fine. Things like what?
Burning.
Okay. And what? Okay.
The carbon that we produce.
The carbon that we produce from where?
Our cars.
From our cars, all those things. They are harmful to the environment. Which other?
Just
your name, sorry.
one for animal.
Okay, one for yes. Example of another thing that we do that is not very good for the climate. That is harmful to the climate. Today we are hearing about flooding in several other countries. The climate is really changing. Activities like several natural disasters are not supposed to even take place. They are taking place because of the climate. If the ozone layer is not there, the sun rays is probably going to hit on us very well. You won't even walk under the sun if there is no ozone layer. Now, air pollution, the carbon emission from our cars, the airplanes, all those stuff, they are still, they are not stuff So one of the things that regenerative finance does is to, solve this problem. Hmm? Solve this problem. Wildlife, you're hunting wildlife. Once you hunt wildlife, what will you do? What will happen? Extinction, very correct. Clap for her, please. So, who knows what extinction means, please? That grammar might be big, so people might not really know what it means. What does the word extinction mean?
Go out of existence.
Very good. So those are one of the issues that regenerative finance solve. How ReFi addresses global challenges? Climate change. ReFi focuses on reducing carbon emissions to solve global warming. Very good. What is global warming?
Global warming is excessive heat though.
It's from where? When the sun is too much, it's global warming. Any idea?
Yeah, even if I would be right, this maybe crisis, should I say, issues.
What kind of crisis?
Okay. For example, we have scarcity of fuel.
No, that's not global warming.
It's not.
That's an economic issue from your bad government. So,
Please,
global warming.
That's the increase in temperature of the earth.
Very good. Environmental issues. Environmental problems. Environmental problems. Those are signs of global warming. Flooding, excessive heat. I think last year in India, the temperature was excessive. People even died because of, they heard of something like that. High temperature, extreme high temperature. Those are all signs of global warming. Or flooding, or the place is excessively cold. Those are signs that our climate is not getting better. It's not supposed to be like that. So regenerative finance is trying to solve this problem, fight against these issues. So diversity loss, protecting wildlife and forests for future generations. ReFi encourages this. Protecting wildlife and forests for future generations. These are the issues that regenerative finance is trying to solve. Social injustice. Ensuring equal access to opportunities for everyone. Innovative, adaptive, and responsive. ReFi encourages being creative and flexible to meet new challenges. Example, a company that shifts from fossil fuels to renewable energy, when it becomes clear it's better for the planet. What's renewable energy? What is renewable energy? Renewable energy. Mrs. Jacobson, what is renewable energy? Lena, renewable energy. My dear, it's sweet you to talk. Renewable energy. So you should answer this question. In fact, let me keep it first. That I'll come back to you. Renewable energy. No idea. So what? Renewable energy.
I don't know if solar is one of them. Since if we are talking about fuel, emitting carbon that will maybe be harmful to the society. I think solar will fit in this renewable energy now.
Okay.
Because I think that's much safer than using the fuels.
Okay. Reverend, any idea? No idea. Okay. Toyin, over to you. Renewable energy.
Okay, so renewable energy is more like converting natural energy into other use, like mentioned solar. Solar. So for example, solar, the sunlight is a form of renewable energy because with the help of sunlight you're able to send solar panels.
Solar,
Yes,
solar and solar
yes.
are the same thing.
And then it produces light.
Mm.
So yes, the sunlight produces electricity.
Very good. A round of applause for Solo. You did very well. So you even confused him more for Solo. Because I came to you first time and you're working in that industry. so renewable energy is something. Solar is one of them. It's not just solar. We have wind turbine. How many of us have heard of wind turbine? That big cycle. We don't use it in Nigeria yet. That's a form of renewable energy. We have no, not gas. Hydropower. Always. Gas is a part of fossil fuel, but is the lesser harmful part of fossil fuel. So it's lesser harmful part of fossil. Not like diesel. Diesel is very obvious. You know, when you want a diesel generator, you see this dark smoke. PMS, that's petrol, is also harmful. But thermal energy, hydro, solar, and wind, these are all. So ReFi encourages this. So if you're setting up a solar panel, or a school or a church, these are part of the activities of ReFi. So key principles of ReFi: right relationship, focuses on building good relationship between people, nature, and communities. Example, the business planting tree after logging, making sure forests are restored, not just exploited. That's the right relationship. Honor place and community. Respect local environments and culture by giving back to them instead of exploiting them. Example, a project supporting a village by creating jobs that also protect the local forest.